everyone, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Charmaine, and I like to talk about books, unbox subscription boxes, and generally just have a good time. So if you're in for any of that, please consider subscribing. And today, we're doing our book discussion for The Library of the Dead by T.L. Hutchlew? Honestly, I listened to it in audio because I was having a very hard time focusing on reading. Like, I'm in like a reading slump right now. So I listened to it on audio and they said his name like a million times and I was like, okay, I got this. I don't got this. I don't got this. You know, but like, I don't know why I think I do. But anyways, today we're doing the book club review on this, and I am going to start this video by saying both Taylor and I had a hard time finishing this one, so that's unfortunate. Not that it's not a good book, because I did enjoy it. I honestly am in a reading slump, and she had a hard time getting into it. She will probably tell you that. I don't even know for sure if she finished it. This is where we are right now. That's what I'm filming. Anyways, okay, so we have seven questions for this one, and they were just general questions when I looked for them online because I couldn't find any specifically towards this book. Okay. Apparently my throat's going to be very dry today, so I'm going to be drinking a lot of water, but that's cool. So the first question is, an exhilarating opening chapter sets the pace for the rest of the thriller. Did the opening grab you? Mine was, yes it did, actually, because what it is, okay, by the way, there's spoilers in this video. So if you want to read this book, there's spoilers because of the fact that we're doing a book review. That's where we are. So for me, what it was essentially what it is Ropa, who's the main character, is like a ghost talker. Like, she can speak to ghosts, and she has like kind of like, in my mind I was like, it's kind of like a mini keyboard or something like that she plays like musical notes on, and then it makes the ghost come like more into focus. So I thought that was kind of neat. But what she's doing in the first chapter is she's going to help people who hired her like talk to a ghost who's like haunting their house. So I kind of thought that that was cool, and it was like a backstory. And her grandma also does it. Her grandma was my favorite. And yeah, so she's kind of going to these people's house to try and like talk to the ghost to make the ghost like stop haunting them, which I think is a cool premise. That's how she gets money. It's kind of like in a dystopian world, and it is Scotland that it's in. So that was really neat because I really like Scotland. Number 2 is the setting of the book is often a silent character. Was this the setting? I wrote the setting. I think it's supposed to be, did the setting suit the story? Did you find it believable? Yes, I did. It was like a dystopian kind of Scotland where I don't know what happened there, but like there's a king first off, which I kind of thought was weird because, you know, like the queen has passed recently, so now we have a king, and I think that's odd. And like, I'm Canadian, so like we technically have like a king because he's like our king, I guess. I don't know how to explain that. But honestly, I don't know much about politics. And I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, so I thought this setting of it was really cool. She kind of explains like she used to live in this like tent community kind of thing, where they lived in like different like huts kind of and stuff like that. And then because the grandma was worried about her little sister being there, and it kind of like they needed like a better place, so they moved into like a little farm, like kind of a shack on like a little farm kind of thing. So it's very dystopian, and they pay rent on their little farm, and that's how she makes money, is by talking to ghosts and like getting them to like, either the ghosts pays her, or like the family of the ghost who she's like talking to pays her when she like tells the message, like she delivers messages from the ghost kind of thing. It's actually a YA book, which I did not realize. Like, I ordered this twice. I did not realize that it was a YA book because I don't think it was listed under anything like that twice, or like listed under YA. But she's like a teenager in it, and I didn't realize that because like when you're reading the back of it, like the synopsis, it doesn't tell you that. So I didn't know that. So yes, I did think that the setting was very good. And I think like there was corrupt cops in it. There's like a library that's like a magical library, and you can like learn how to do magic there and stuff like that. It was a really good like setting for the book. It says, did the book spook you or get under your skin in any way? One of the things is she goes to this house and she sees her mom in the window, but like her mom has passed away. So she's like, oh my gosh, my mom. So then she like runs towards the house, and the house, like, a thing, she falls through it, and then she gets like it's like her lifeline through her stomach is like attached to the house, and it doesn't want to let her go, and it's like literally siphoning like her essence, I guess, into the house to make her like stay there and like clean the house and take care of the house. That part actually kind of creeped me out. And I've also read this book called Witch by Christopher Pike, and there was that like lifeline from the stomach, and it's like a iridescent kind of glowy like rope. I'm like motioning my hands down here, but you guys can't see that. But like it's like an iridescent glowy rope. So I kind of thought that that was super neat because she was like tied to the house with that. Like if she tried to leave, it would like hurt her because it was like the essentially like the length of her intestines kind of thing. So that was kind of neat, but like in a creepy way. So it wasn't like super scary, I guess. Number 4 is, which character did you relate to or empathize with the most? I really liked her grandma. So her grandma essentially did the same job that she did when she was younger. Like she was a message carrier for ghosts and spirits and stuff like that. And then now she's older, so she like knits a lot, and she has a couple of health disease like issues and stuff like that. So she mainly stays home and she knits, and she's just like a really good character. And I felt like very sympathetic towards her because like she had a husband and she was very happy with her husband, but he was like an alcoholic, and then like she couldn't deal with that anymore because he was just like wasting their money, and it was like bad because they had the grandkids that they were taking care of. So they got a divorce, and like she's been like kind of like lonely without him ever since, but she doesn't really talk about him kind of thing. Like, yeah, I really like the grandma. And actually I like Ropa too. She was a good main character. When I listened to it, they had like Scottish accents, so that was pretty neat. Number 5 are there any lingering questions from the book that you're still thinking about? No, not at all. Again, like I say, I had a hard time reading this one. I even honestly had like a hard time focusing, but I have not been able to read a book like at all. Like I'm just in a reading slump. So it's not that it's the book's fault. It's like my brain's fault. Honestly, since I got the vid, I'm kind of like tired all the time, and it takes a lot of focus to read, and I'm just like tired. Like it's not even tired anymore. I'm like exhausted. I'm on days off right now, and I've had at least a 4-hour nap every day, and I have like 5 days off altogether, and I'm like almost done. So I don't know what's going to happen when I have to go back to work on Tuesday, because I'm probably going to be super tired because I've just been napping this whole time. Number 6 is, thrillers tend to end chapters with a shocking reveal, confession, or unexpected twist to keep the readers turning the pages. Which cliffhanger or twist surprised you the most? Probably that the bad character who was like siphoning like the essence of like little children's lives into like this like drinkable kind of drink. I don't know, it was kind of gross. She was like a TV personality, and she was like the grandma and Ropa's like favorite like TV personality. So she was like, she's like famous, and she's like leading this scam where she's essentially like found the fountain of youth by stealing like the essence from the children. And it's really creepy, and that part was kind of gross. So that was probably my biggest twist part, was just finding out that like the celebrity lady was the one who was like doing the bad stuff. Oh, and I need to sneeze, of course. Okay, number 7, which is the last question. Wow, this went fast. Did I go too fast? I might have went too fast in this one. I wasn't really emotionally invested, so here we are. Okay, number 7 is, a great thriller delivers an epic ending. One that sticks with you for days, if not weeks. Did the conclusion of this book shock or surprise you? Did you guess the ending? If so, at what point? And you know what? I should have reread the ending, because I listened to the end of this book and I was just like, it's okay. It's alright. Like, I don't know. So now I have the book in my hand, and I'm gonna see if the ending was epic. I mean, I guess it sets it up so that you don't have to read the second book. Like, it could technically be a standalone book. I wish that I had been more involved in this one, if that makes sense. I also might be over it just because of the fact that it's like our 4th mystery, maybe? 3rd mystery? And I just need like a change of pace. Like, I'm really looking forward to reading the holiday choices, or like the winter theme choices, which, by the way, the poll is up in my community tab. So make sure that you guys check that out, because we want to make sure that it gets voted on, whoever is going to win. And Jenna Rotella, I am so sorry. I missed putting yours in, and I tried to like change the poll, and then it wouldn't let me. It was either delete it or like you couldn't change it. So I could only delete it, and I didn't want to delete it because people had already voted. So I do apologize because I missed your book. If we do another seasonal book, I'll put yours in there, because I think that we're supposed to be doing another seasonal book probably for like January kind of thing. So I do apologize. I didn't mean to miss your book. It just happened by accident. I'm sorry about that. And I don't know how to change it. I couldn't change it. It just said to delete the poll and people had already voted. So I couldn't delete it. So I do apologize. I didn't mean to miss your book. So I would say, like, honestly, I'm going to give this book, like, for myself, a 2.5 stars. Like, I'm not even really interested in answering these questions. I apologize because I know that this is book club and, like, normally this is my favorite thing. But I'm just, like, I just wasn't into it. And I'm hoping that maybe Taylor was, because I didn't do very well. And when she was like, I don't know, I'm just not really feeling this book, I was like, well, I guess, like, eventually it's going to happen. Like, we're going to have a do not finish in our book club because, like, maybe we're just not that into the book. I mean, some of you guys, you know, you've read book clubs with us, or you've read books with us, or you haven't because you gotten into it and you're like, no, I'm not really interested in this. So, I mean, not all the time is the book going to be perfect for everybody. It's not always going to be perfect for us either. Honestly, I bought 2 copies of this. I was super pumped for this, and then I wasn't very into it. So that's kind of disappointing. I did, however, give one of my copies away to Nicola TT. So Nicole, cool. I hope you read it. I think that she did because she ordered the second one in her giveaway win. So yeah, hopefully she enjoyed it more than we did. But yeah, I don't know. Did you guys read the book? Did you like it? What do you do with books that you don't feel like finishing? Do you guys ever get into reading slumps? I got a lot of questions because I did not do well on this one. You can tell. So yeah, we will have next week. It's going to be like the new book chosen. So please check out my community tab for like the vote in there. And again, Jenna, I'm sorry that I missed yours. I really didn't mean to. It was an accident. I almost missed my own, actually. I had written everybody else's down and I almost missed my own. So like, I maybe shouldn't have done it at like 6 o'clock this morning. It wasn't a good choice, but yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the book. What do you do with books that you don't finish? Do you like make yourself finish them? Or are you just like, no, thanks, I'm not into this? I'm more of a no thanks, I'm not into this person, because for myself, I really think that like I don't have time for bad conversation, bad TV, bad movies, bad books, anything like that. Like if I'm just not into it, it's a waste of time and I don't want to finish it. But because it's book club, I was like, no, I'm going to finish it. But I maybe like this one wasn't my favorite. So yeah, 2.5. I'm going to get like, honestly, I'm going to give it a 3.5 because I feel that the author did a good job. It just was my fault that I was not into it. So I'm going to give them like an extra star just because of the fact that the author, you know, like it's their baby. They did all of the work on this. So yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, that's it. Please check out Taylor's video and see what she says. Hopefully she got through it. I don't know if she did. We haven't talked about it yet today. Check out my description box for other content creators. Thank you guys so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me today. Please vote in the community tab. I really want to see what happens. I'm super pumped for this one. Okay, thank you guys so much for spending a couple of minutes of your day with me today. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next video. I swear I'll try and make it better. I don't know. This is my first one of the day that I'm filming, so hopefully it gets better than this. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!